What is Cambo?
Cambo is the name of a huge new oil field in the sea off the very north coast of Scotland. It's the second largest undeveloped oil field in UK waters. It holds 800 million barrels of oil. And just earlier this year, the oil giant Shell and a Scottish company called Siccar Energy applied to the UK government to open and start drilling this huge new oil field. And we know climate science is clear that we have to leave fossil fuels in the ground, that we can't have any new oil and gas fields if we're going to stay below 1.5 degrees. So Friends of the Earth Scotland, together with the Stop Cambo campaign, many individuals and grassroots groups through Scotland and the UK are fighting this proposal. So it's the UK government that will make the final decision on Cambo. Here at COP26, just across the river, all week they've been saying that we are climate leaders, that we're taking all of the action that's necessary, and that's not true. We know that's not true. They are still prepared to approve the Cambo oil field. First of all, they tried to say it's not our decision, and we took some legal challenge, and they had to admit that it was their decision and they could stop it if they wanted to. But they're still refusing to reject the project, so we will continue fighting until we stop it. There was a license granted in 2001, and that was a license for exploration. So that allowed the companies to search the area to see if there was oil there and to assess whether or not they wanted to drill the oil field. But that doesn't grant them an automatic right to be allowed to actually drill the field and take the oil out. So that's what they're applying for now. There's hope that we will stop Cambo, but that hope comes from the people that are here today, the people that were out on the street in tens of thousands yesterday. People power can win. We know this because we stopped fracking in Scotland and the UK, so we know that we can win. But it needs people power to push the government because they're very close to the fossil fuel industry and they're choosing to listen to the fossil fuel industry instead of listening to the science. So far in the Blue Zone in COP26 this week, we've just heard a lot of warm words and empty promises, but we have seen very little in terms of the real action that we need. We're fighting on the inside to stop carbon markets. It's something that we're particularly worried about because that opens the door to carbon trading and offsets, which are so damaging to communities that we work with in the global south. And it's not the real solution. All the promises are about net zero. And net zero is not real zero. We need real emissions reductions now. The UK government are very wedded to a capitalist extractive model, which is to keep extracting fossil fuels at all cost in this capitalist market. There is a very big movement growing in Scotland and across the UK for a better economic system, a well-being economy that protects people and planet, and that call is really growing here throughout COP26 and across the UK, because we know that we cannot win the change that we need through the capitalist system. We need to completely reform the system. We can't have renewable energy which is still owned by corporations. We need to bring power back into the hands of the people.